Hey y'all, how is everyone today? There is much to talk about and not a lot of time to do it. So, right away. Okay. Um as awful as this movie looked, somehow Valentine's Day made it to the top of the box office. I guess that's what happens when you spend a lot of money, you put a lot of stars in a movie. Doesn't have to be good, doesn't have to be about anything. Just got to have people you recognize and voila. Um Avatar is officially at number 4. It's still in the top 5. And I mean, it came out in December. It had a good run, and it's still in the top 5. Rounding out the top 5, you had Valentine's Day at number 1, Percy Jackson and the Olympians, which I'm actually going to go see. I want to see. It was number 2. The Wolfman came in at number 3. Like I said, Avatar at number 4, and then Dear John at number 5. So that one's still, getting a nice little push from you guys. Now, this weekend, I've actually been working at a film festival, so I haven't had any time to go see these peasant films. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I actually really want to see Percy Jackson. That was the only thing that's new to the theaters this week that I'm looking forward to. And normally, like I know a lot of people are insane over Martin Scorsese, and he's like, woo, and I get it. I don't know that I'm crazy about his movies, but I do like a good psychological thriller. And Shutter Island looks like it's gonna be good and creepy and weird, and I'm like, ooh, I just want to know what happens. So I think I'm excited for that to come out, and that of course comes out on Friday. So now we're gonna have to go past movies. And listen, let me just say this about films: if you don't have it already, get a Netflix account and rent movies that are not necessarily mainstream. There are a lot of really good films that are made every year, and a lot of people don't get to see them because they don't have 27, box office stars or whatever. And they're good films, and they're good stories, and there's good acting, and there's a lot of really good movies out there. So broaden your horizons. Just do me that one favor. Now I'm officially moving past film. I'm moving to television. You know, I think that the more you watch the show, the more you will clearly see how biased I am. And the shows I tend to talk about are just the ones I like. But you know what? It's my show, so that's what it is. Private Practice, it was okay. They had a couple good weeks, now they're kind of like nose diving again. For me, they're struggling with their characters, and it's really like a character driven show. It's something of a medical drama, but it's not like this ER hospital thing. It's a private medical practice, and so obviously it's about the patients and it's about their relationships with each other. And I feel like this is the thing. Personally, I feel like in the first season, the writers set up this whole Dell Naomi situation, and I think they got scared of it. And so ever since then, and it was really interesting. But since then, they've been trying to replace that, and they've been trying to find something, because that was really what drove the show the first season. And then they just dropped it, and they really haven't been able to find a person. And so they've been giving her all these death substitutes and trying to create drama for him, but it's not consistent with who he was. And I think that if they just go ahead, just take that step, they don't have to last. You know what I'm saying? Sure, break them up, but do that so we can get that out the way, and then the show can grow. That is my advice to the writers of Private Practice. I would like to advise the writers of Private Practice how to make their show better. And that is what I would tell them to do. America's Best Dance Crew. Oh my goodness. So excited. It's going to be a good season. Choreotics, the group that did the choreography and the popping and the robotics, they danced to Taylor Swift. I mean, it was just fantastic. The West Coast again had really good crews. Of course, I am upset and I am sad because of the showing that the Midwest has made, especially from Chicago. It's like, hello, what's happening? Chicago, next season, make it happen. Get on this show. Anyway, I'm gonna have to say, I try not to pick a winner in the first group. I try to kind of see where everybody's going, but I'm calling top 2 as Static Noise and Choreotics. I don't know. I just if they stick to where they are right now, I think that could be a really good showing. Make it or break it, it was okay. Like I said, I'm really into it more so for the gymnastics. I just think it's really cool that there's a show about gymnasts and the life that they have, and I think that that's interesting. And there is one character on the show who's really driven, and and her storyline for me is compelling, because it's like, I think that's something that we all kind of, I'm gonna drop a spoiler, and if you watch the trailer, then you'll pick it up. But anyway, she's this gymnast, and she's been this elite gymnast her whole life, and she had an injury at the national competition, and now she can't compete anymore. And so now she's like, what am I supposed to do? This was always my dream. This is all I trained for. This is all I know. It's all I love. What am I supposed to do? And it's her like finding her way back to love something, and I think it's genius. So that's a really good piece of writing. March 10th, America's Next Top Model comes back, and that is my show. They have the contestants up on the website now, so if you want to go check out the new girls, cwtv.com. Life Unexpected was good. Again, I think that's a show that's really growing. They do have a black person on the cast. He's not in the he's not in like a starring or even a co-starring role, but for the completely white network, you know what I'm saying? It's like we get what we get. So, but it's a good show. It's a good show. Now, I also have to talk about, and I'm gonna just mention this briefly because personally, I think the guy's an idiot, and it's really not worth giving too much attention to. But John Mayer's kind of in the media right now, and he said all these asinine comments about just black women and beauty and race or whatever. And see, the thing is, I think that, he genuinely thought that he was being kind of like a smart aleck, or, he thought he was being kind of funny, and it's like, ha, ha, ha. But it's like, no, it's not funny, actually. You're pretty stupid. And if you thought that was funny, this is the thing. Because they asked him, did black women throw themselves at him, and he compared his penis to that. He said his penis was like a white supremacist, like he only went to white women. And by all means, I don't want John Mayer, and I really can't say I know a lot of women who do. So I'm not like, oh no, John Mayer doesn't want us, but I feel like and he also, just dropped the N-word like he was Snoop Dogg or something. And not even that Snoop Dogg should do it. I think he sounds like an idiot when he uses it too. But, Mayer's in this interview talking like he's somebody special. And, and what really pisses me off, and what really kind of like irritates me about it is, not that, fine. Everyone's not attracted to everyone else. Who cares? I know I don't care. I don't know a lot of people that do care. So that's that. But it's the fact that when Kanye West hurt Taylor Swift's feelings, he pretty much railroaded his career. Like, the public was like, oh, no, you didn't. However, for John Mayer to make such ignorant and horrible comments about black women, people are like, oh, he didn't mean it. Give him a break. He apologized. And it's like, yeah, well, you know what? So did KW. You guys still grabbed him by the balls and strung him up. So I'm like, I just feel like if we could just be fair. Rude is rude, wrong is wrong, idiot is idiot. And that's what it is. And yeah, John Mayer's an idiot. Don't you be an idiot. Watch what you say and take responsibility for, and I think that that's obviously a bigger conversation than the time that we can afford on this show. But it's something that I want people to think about. And I do believe that race is something that should be discussed, and it's not something that should be like swept under the rug. But with anything that you do, you want to do it with respect, with integrity, and with concern and with compassion. So that's all the time for today. I am your host, Ella Lacey. Welcome. Thanks for watching the For&By Show. And I'll see you next time. Until then, I wish you love, I wish you peace, and I wish you art. Holla!